Assalamu alaikum. Today we are making Aana Baraawe. Here are the ingredients you'll need. 1½ cups of milk, 1 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of butter that needs to be melted, 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom powder. We're going to start by turning the stove on medium-high. Add the milk, and the sugar. Stir until the sugar is dissolved. Now that the sugar is all dissolved, you want to continue stirring until it starts to boil. This will help the sugar from burning to the bottom of the pan. You may also find it easier if you use a plastic spoon instead of a wooden. The Aana Baraawe may stick to a wooden spoon. Now that it's come to a full boil, you want to turn your stove on low. I turn on about a 3. You want to make sure that the milk doesn't overboil because it will rise to the top of your pan. I also use a spoon holder or a paper towel to put my spoon on because the sugar will harden to the counter. Now that it's boiling and you turned your stove down, you just want to leave it simmer on the stove for 30 minutes before stirring again. Now that 30 minutes has passed, you want to stir it up, getting all the milk that's built up on the sides back into the pan. You'll notice that it's starting to turn a light yellow color. That's good. We want it to get to a nice golden brown color. So now the next time you're going to stir it is in 10 minutes. So leave it set for 10 minutes. Now that 10 minutes have passed, you want to stir it again. You'll notice each time you stir it, the color gets a little darker and darker. Now that you stirred it up, wait another 10 minutes before stirring again. Now another 10 minutes have passed. You want to give it another quick stir. You'll notice that it's getting kind of thick now. So we're going to stir it every 5 minutes now. It's starting to get a nice color to it. So the next 5 minutes it should be about done. Now that 5 minutes have passed, we want to add our butter into the mixture and stir it well. We want to continue stirring just about constantly until we get a nice smooth mixture and it starts to thicken. In between stirrings, you want to prepare a plate with a piece of aluminum foil on it that has been sprayed with a non-stick spray. You also want to get a flat spoon or a spatula prepared. Now that the Aana Baraawe is very thick, you want to go ahead and add the cardamom powder. Stir it well, and then the Aana Baraawe will be ready to transfer onto the plate. It's now ready to be transferred onto a plate. Pour all of it onto the aluminum foil. It'll be thick and sticky. And then you fold one piece of foil over and gently press with your spoon or spatula. You don't want to use your hand because it's very hot. You just want to get a nice flat piece of Aana Baraawe. Now that you've flattened it all out, you want to put it in the freezer for about 20 minutes. Now that it's cooled in the freezer for 20 minutes, it shouldn't be frozen, just cooled off. You want to peel the foil off of one side. Go ahead and take it all the way off. It should come right off because we sprayed the aluminum foil, and you just want to cut it into pieces. It's going to be very hard, so just break it. It'll break off into small pieces like this, and this is exactly how we want it to look, just kind of broken into pieces. Just continue breaking it off into small pieces, and then it'll be ready to serve. This is about how thick it should look. It's now ready to be served.